Alright, so in the bottom left, we had Mastro playing Vesper in the blue, and up in the top right hand corner, we have Zeronix playing Vesper in the teal. And we're on Headland to Deadland, so you're predicting Gilgamesh, but I also think this makes a lot of sense with those bans. So to give people on YouTube a bit of context, the bans were Sedge and Greenfinger from Mastro, and Greenfinger Tenry from Zeronix. How do you feel about those bans?
Well, I guess they're not Wolfar players, so maybe they've done homework and they know Wolfar isn't going to be a big factor this game. Hmm,
Yeah, we've definitely seen some really cool Wolfar players on this map, but just judging
not
from what
today.
I know about the players, I do think Vesper is the stronger pick here.
Well, Mastro definitely is believes quite hard in the Vesper, let's say. And I mean, he made it this far, so there's got to be something to it.
Yeah.
Zeronix, not picking Valder, actually.
Yeah, actually, Valor was available. That is a strange one, because yeah, Zero is definitely a Valor player. But maybe Zero just doesn't want to fight Vesper without also being Vesper?
Mm, well, the thing is, like, if you're not too comfortable playing against Vesper, then picking Vesper is like one of the safer options you have because the grooves kind of counter each other almost perfectly. Like there's a few subtleties here and there, but the grooves will just counter each other. For example, all like the surround commander shenanigans won't really happen. There's also going to be less HQ lethal potential because the grooves can basically you set up an attack with Vesper Groove and then Vesper Groove is used to defend against your attack.
Yeah. I do think there is a situation though where you get a lot of value out of your Vesper Groove and force your opponent to use theirs at the same time. So it does come down a lot to like whoever pulls the trigger first has the advantage, but interesting, neither of them going for the commander heal early on.
Hmm. I think Zeronix is kind of just mirroring whatever Mastro is doing right now.
Yeah, that is true.
uh, Mastro quite notorious for prepping maps, I guess.
Yeah, I would say that's a fair statement.
Zeronix, I mean, less notorious for prepping maps really hard, so maybe he just thinks he can get away with the mirror. I will say, usually when you mirror your opponent, you are putting yourself a little bit behind because what you're doing is not necessarily what is the best for your position. But usually you don't fall behind super hard unless it's like very specific maps. And Headland should not be one of these maps.
Yeah, and I guess to give a bit more detail to the person asking in chat, like the thing that I guess makes Vesper so strong on this map in particular. Ooh, I still have audio alerts on for some reason. Um, so the thing that makes Vesper so strong on this map in particular, I think her groove comes out at just the right moment. I don't know if you'd agree with me on that. Where like
Hmm.
the slow charge reaches fully charged at around the time you want to use it.
Ooh.
Oh, Zero's gonna be counter-aggressive here.
And this is a very Zero thing to do.
This is a very Zero thing to do. Zero definitely loves the plays where you kind of throw your opponent off. You go for things like you put your commander on the defensive sides and go up against your opponent's
on
commander.
this map, it's probably the map where it makes the most sense. Because you send your commander towards your tower, and that's your strong side, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can back the commander up with like a dragon. There's a bunch of road on this side as well, so you can play around having that.
Yep.
There are definitely
Mostly,
commanders that are better at this, I think, than Vesper, but I don't hate this decision.
yeah. I mean, I was doing it at first with Emric to like abuse with the strats to abuse the groove, but maybe it just works it works with every commander. Perhaps I didn't test, so there might be something. Mastro's thinking pretty hard what to do with the commander, and I think it's you have to be careful here.
And I guess actually one thing that's really good about this play is that Mastro is very much known for being someone who preps a lot on the maps. I've heard many a detailed conversation, we'll say, from Mastro where they've given me a ton of feedback on maps. They've done a lot of research into them. And if you do something like this, and you can kind of tell by how long Mastro is taking on this turn, because we're only in turn 4, and like taking quite a bit of time to think about this move. Like maybe this is something that Mastro doesn't have as much experience with. Maybe Zero's plan is to just throw Mastro off a bit. And this is one way to do that.
I will say one downside of this strat by Zeronix is that he will be a little down on econ for a while, or he will have to lose a few units to try to keep up, like he's doing on the right side. Basically, because the commander usually is fighting knights for these 3 villages you can see in the diagonal. These are like the contested ones usually. And here, because the commander isn't there, the knight is basically going to take over everything.
Yeah,
although right now, I don't think the sword is going to die. The knight would probably rather just hit villages and flip them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, I was wondering if we were going to see that, and we do. This knight was positioned
yeah, perfectly with that crit. Now. Yeah. So if Mastro goes in and attacks, a full knight crit counter attack, they're gonna take damage in return for hitting Vesper in the first place. The sword is positioned to also help an attack here. I mean, in theory, you could attack from the bridge, but that's just a bad idea because you're eating a full knight crit while you're on a bridge. And I think Vesper, even a weak Vesper, 2 hits from that would kill alongside a knight crit.
Ooh. Mastro going for the sword. Not sure I really like that.
Wow. So that roll was a +4. It was so close to breaking that village down.
Yeah. But I mean, you shouldn't really expect to max roll on the village, to be fair.
Yeah, that is not really a thing. But I do respect the idea of I need to actually clear these villages up. And that seems to be the plan. And yeah, this other sword in the back. I mean, this is actually like quite an annoying thing Zero's done on this side over here, where like taking these villages, like the knight can eventually break them all down, but the spears are gonna reach and they're gonna shove everything back. Like in a couple
Mm.
turns.
And I mean, and also the objective of Zero on this side of the map is not to keep these villages, it's to delay the knight from taking them. And he's done that really well.
Yeah.
Just sacrificing a sword for this, like the sword is going to grant him like over 200 money, which is pretty good for a sword. And
Yeah.
also, I really like the knight position on the left. You can tell he's prepared this quite a bit because if you hover the knight, you can see it's lining up a crit on the village on the left. And now that the knight has went to the right with Mastro, which I mean, I guess you don't really have many other options with the knight because if you send it left to support Vesper, it is an option, but not it's like not the best. But now, like Vesper can't really challenge Zeronix because of the night crit, but the night crit will like be used on the village next turn most likely. And like this is power of knights is basically you do two things at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, they start in both areas at once. And actually, it doesn't cover the sword, unfortunately. So that sword's going to take a little bit of a beating and have to retreat somewhere. I actually don't know what it's going to do.
Well, I mean, I guess the sword could have capped from the right side of the village, and so very small misplay there. Uh, these kinds of misplay can end up costing you a lot, but it's not a big misplay.
Yeah, but I think Zero's in a really good position. And something that, like I was saying earlier, I don't think Mastro's prepared for this line. Like, what Zero's doing, I don't think they're actually ready for it because look at the amount of time they're spending on this turn.
Yeah.
And of course, we've still got plenty of time to work to play through this game, but this is still like a lot of time to spend on the first 5 turns in a game. And if this goes to like a kind of
Mhm.
really longer game with like a whole bunch of different things going on, which is something, Zero is very comfortable in. Zero's been in a lot of situations like that. Then falling behind on time early is going to cost Mastro a lot in the late game. And oh wow, Mastro's really having to think about this one in particular.
Mm. I think it's because there's no real good moves with Vesper. Uh, what do you do here? Do you go to the right to try to get some groove over there? Do you stay on the left? Because if you do that, you'll kind of have to hover like this village, this like 10% village right now. I guess if Vesper wants to stay on the left, the only like somewhat decent option she has is like to prevent Zeronix's Vesper from farming groove and like basically wait for her to leave so she can farm her own groove onto that village.
Yeah, this is a
But
really
these aren't
difficult
very
decision.
good options.
Okay, so it just
And
walks
yeah,
into the
just yeah.
forest. I mean, it's okay as a move goes, but
Mm, well, I think it's a decent move because Zeronix probably not going to hit Vesper straight on. uh, and like this, you probably expect Zeronix's Vesper to go left and hit that village. Uh, and if that happens, then Mastro can't like directly punish Vesper, but can trade a village hit to get some groove. So it is like setting yourself slightly on the back foot because well, you're hitting second with Vesper Groove. I mean, no, you're hitting second as player 1 for Groove, but... And yeah, I was expecting this dragon to come out, which is going to be pretty key in the Vesper mirror.
Yeah. Oh, and Vesper loves dragons because, you know,
Yep.
aside from dragons just being a very strong unit in general, like, they work so well with their groove. Like, dragons are very vulnerable to getting killed. Like, a single mage hit deals most of their life and damage. Like, same with ballistas. Ballistas absolutely destroy them too, and witches. So,
I mean, aside from archers, anything that can hit them is like a very big hit to the dragon.
yeah, it's like 1,000 gold at least worth of damage.
I
And,
mean, I guess harpies do about half, but
yeah,
still,
I mean,
still.
you don't really, like, see a lot of harpies, like, hitting dragons. But yeah, this is what I expected to come here. Vesper diving fairly deep, and this dragon allows it because it can cover the road tile above her.
Yep. And
Uh,
also, something very important to note here, Mastro did also save for a dragon, which is really important in this mirror matchup. However, if he chooses to build a dragon this turn, uh,
there's
he
no
won't build
mage.
any anti-air.
Yeah,
And that's a very big deal because Zero got the dragon first. So you could say it's the same situation for both players, but Zero will have one full turn of dragon, not having anti-air on the enemy. But Mastro, if he goes for the dragon, Zero can build anti-air the same turn he sees the dragon, which is pretty big.
yeah, it is a very nice advantage to have. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, and the other great thing about this knight position, it threatens crit on Vesper as well. So that village could potentially go down. Anything that stands next to her will potentially go down as well. So
Although I think Zeronix is probably going to. I mean, the safe play here is to take the lead in groove charge and like have Vesper decap the village on the left, I'd say, or even kill a sword now that it's there.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
sword
can.
kill seems really good.
Pretty juicy.
Yeah. Oh, we see a mage come out. And are we gonna see?
Ooh,
I think lining the knight
not.
up to kill to cover where that sword is a really good play. So the knight could actually just stay still on the left.
Probably gonna move into a better position still, but regardless, Vesper will have a decent like Zeronix will have a groove lead, I think, unless he goes for a more like unsafe option. And I think this mage is pretty. I think it's the right decision for Mastro because if you do go dragon yourself, it is like very good for Vesper, but you probably lose so much from the dragon.
Yeah. So Master is responding with double mage.
For example, if you didn't build a mage, then next turn Zero would have the option to just stand there with Vesper, and the dragon would cover, so you can't punish what you can't really punish Vesper.
Okay. Oh, I love this knight position from Master though. Like one option Zero does have if you're not gonna go for groove is to just punch Mastro's Vesper. And this knight covers that with the crit. So there would be options like sword suicide, followed by sword, followed by knight crit, followed by Vesper, which I think would kill, so Zero no longer has that option on the table. And the knight also does cover on the top left. I think Zero could actually safely kill the sword from above.
Yeah, I mean he might eat a night crit, but that should be. I mean, I'm not sure you'll have a punish onto the knight because you're right next to the barracks and there's a lot of units there. But you still take the groove lead, and that's pretty important.
Okay, hello guys. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Hang on, let me adjust your mic. Sorry, you came in a bit loud.
Oh, too loud?
Oh, I've turned you down.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
Okay. Apologies,
So-
headphone users.
Oh yeah, sorry guys. It was probably on a little bit too loud because of my voice mod machine, but it should be fine now.
Okay. Welcome, Sedgehun, to the broadcast.
Thank you. It's my first time broadcasting, so I'm very interested.
Okay, well, have you been watching the match so far?
Yeah, it's open on my game.
What do you feel about like how the early game has played out so far?
Well, Zeronix got like an early advantage for eco, but Mastro has equalized very well, I think. So it's very interesting. It's very two-sided, so there's no clear winner for so far at least.
There is a slight lead for Mastro in terms of like, I guess not really. There's not really a lead in unit count because
Yeah, it seems exactly even.
there's a dragon and oh,
Well, I
I
guess
was
like
expecting this balloon as well.
I guess like Arni value for Zeronix is a little bit better.
I actually can bring up a chart for that. Let's have a look. So let me rush that. Alright, so yeah, we're looking at like player 1, player 2 and their stats right now. Army value for Zeronix is really far ahead actually. Wow.
Yeah, it's mostly because of the dragon, I think.
Yeah, I think it's because last turn Mastro saved like he still has 600 gold that he didn't spend.
Okay, so yeah, he wants to go dragon this turn most likely.
Yep.
Or we could see something
Yeah.
completely wild. But yeah.
I mean, he has 2 mages now, so I don't think he needs a witch. So I think a dragon of his own is better, actually.
Yeah, like unless he
Yeah.
does something like some kind of balloon play, it's really
Yeah,
like,
that too.
but
I don't really see Mastro like not building a dragon as Vesper. That's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would be
that's like
surprising.
extremely important for Groove. Especially on such a huge map. Like, it's kind of a big map compared to a few other ones. Well, compared to Denrunaway at least, but that's, you know, that's actually the smallest. So that's, yeah.
Oh, he goes Golem.
Against the dragon, that's a nice...
Ooh, against the dragon, against Vesper Groove. That's not what I
I'm
would
not sure
do.
that's the best. But hey, he probably knows.
yeah, I mean, I guess this game, if you can describe it in a few words, it's both players doing things that are unexpected.
I like how low-key there's lethal on Vesper if she hits the village from the bottom. And it's not just low-key, actually.
Oh right, yeah, there's like a sword and dog suicide, I think.
Yeah, and then you got Dragon Knight crit.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
pretty
she
good.
if she tries to do something like hit from the left, then the dragon can go below and pretty much surround.
Yeah, actually, the dog and the sword combo from the right hand side, only one of them has to suicide, and that's guaranteed. So
Oh, it's guaranteed?
Yeah, you can
Wow.
suiciding from river is like the koi pond of death.
Yeah, the cold pond. Yes, I've heard that so much in these videos.
yeah, so I think Mastro, yeah, cannot stay in that position unless actually no, there's like not even a unit that can come into block.
I think if he moves like the low health swordsman in the corner.
No, it doesn't reach.
Actually, no, yeah, it doesn't work.
So yeah, if Vesper stays still, she dies. And I
She
wonder
might
if,
attack from the left and like set up knights to clear like for Vesper to go through the village maybe, but I don't know. That sounds a little risky.
Also, I mean, right, so the mage does cover it from below. Oh, these knights are looking like they actually want to do something like that, though. But
I mean, I'm
Zero
not sure
can
what else the knights would do.
Zero actually could guaranteed get Groove next turn. It's just kind of choosing how that is done.
I really like this balloon because Zero's Vesper was looking like it was gonna get stuck in this corner, but the balloon really solves that problem by, transport being OP and stuff.
Yeah, and for Vesper as well, it sets up a lot of really cool surrounds. So you can drop like balloon plus 2 units to surround your opponent's commander, and like you just drop your Groove on top of that, and yeah, like that's them completely surrounded.
Yep.
On the right side, it kind of just looks like Zeronix wants to like stall, so like to not let any villages be taken, because he has no knights. He only has like pikes, so he doesn't want like Mastro to take villages, but he can't take his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Mastro will end up with an econ lead like pretty soon, I guess, because Zeronix doesn't look like he's gonna take back these villages on the right. Mastro's looking like he will eventually take back the villages on the left. Unless, like, they start to actually fight, which could happen.
But 2 mages, 2 knights, and a commander and golem. Yeah, Mastro has the lead on the left side. So Zeronix can't really push, I don't feel.
I mean, we could see the dragon, like, fly over to the right side.
Yeah, so that's the power of the dragon, right? Like it can just front switch in 1 turn. So no matter where the dragon is, like it's always a threat. And that's the best part.
It's kind of funny, Zero didn't build any mages while Mastro was saving up a lot of money, and then Mastro didn't build an air unit, so it didn't actually punish. That's really interesting. But yeah,
I mean,
we could see the
Mastro,
dragon hitting
yeah.
the corner village. I mean, the village from the top in the center.
I mean, that's a safe position. It just looks unsafe.
That. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
that's a
totally fine.
very safe position for Vesper to be in. It just it doesn't look safe. It looks very exposed, but he's
Well,
threading the
yeah, not
needle
much
there.
reach
Like
to
everything's
go.
just out of range aside from the dragon.
And not hitting the swordsman is a good thing, I think. It keeps the village high and the sword low to allow for suicides. I think that's obviously important.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see like a sword hit from the left of the village, and then Vesper finishing it from the top. Then have a balloon to position to pick up Vesper next turn. Probably the
Yeah.
idea, but like for Zeronix.
I actually wonder if we're gonna see Zero be way more aggressive this turn.
Nah, I don't think you can be aggressive into this.
I think
like there's a golem over there too. If you attack, you enter
there's like a
the
free
range
hit
of the
on
golem,
Vesper
which
at
is very
least.
bad.
Yeah, actually, the dragon can free hit Vesper.
Yeah, and that's kind of a big deal because then you can build Groove next turn. Unless you mage heal, but that's not very good.
Yeah, actually, for as good as this position Mastro is in with Vesper, yeah, free hit from a dragon with no mage, like the mages just don't cover it. It might be a bait to try and get a surround on it, but
no, you can't
don't think
get
you
a
can surround
unit
the
on top
dragon.
of the dragon actually.
Yeah, it's
so.
oh
no
yeah.
surround.
If Vesper had Groove though, that's a different story. Actually, no. Even then, it's impossible.
Yeah, then actually that sets up Zero to get Groove. I mean, I was thinking Dragon kills Spear, Vesper goes down and kills Sword, and then like the rest of the units kind of come in and create a bunch of walls. But I think just hitting Vesper with the Dragon is a much better option. Just
yeah,
because
you hit Vesper, you get Groove, and then like Mastro, we saw against other players this tournament, he really respects Vesper Groove, maybe a little too much. So we'll see how that plays out if Zero gets a Groove lead.
Oh
I think
yeah,
he should.
Zero has the groove lead. That's actually extremely important in a Vesper mirror.
Yeah, because like especially when there's a golem up against your dragon, and Zero could just buy a second dragon this turn.
Yeah, that too. And it's kind of like green finger. Like whoever pops groove first and gets good value, it has like a huge lead. Especially if the opponent can't like retaliate with their own groove.
Yep.
Yeah, so we could see something like Zero takes out the golem without losing the dragon, and that becomes massive. And honestly, talking about other kinds of leads real quick, like Zero's ahead by like 9 minutes right now on time, possibly even more actually. So
Oh yeah, he only spent like 12 minutes, it seems.
yeah, so Zero doing that's like an okay hit.
37. 37 is I think a high roll, I think.
Yeah, because average is 40, planes brings it to 36.
Actually, wait. Yeah,
Uh,
that's
I
one
mean-
damage high roll, yeah. Because average on planes is 36.
Well, the most important is that Vesper can't really decap the village safely now.
Yeah.
Yep. And that puts them even more behind the groove games, or how you should say them.
Yeah, like you don't want to like if Vesper wants groove, you'll have to spend 1 unit to weaken it, then Vesper to hit, and then you'll have to spend units to cover, which means you're super vulnerable to a Vesper groove. So I think Mastro is gonna be behind on groove for probably gonna get in about 2 or 3 turns, I'd say.
Yeah, while that happens, damn, Zero is just gonna keep pushing. Are we gonna see a big push on the right hand side?
Hmm.
I mean,
Still,
swords
it's
don't
a
really
little
hurt
hard to
spears.
push on the right side for Zero because he doesn't have that many units there. Like, he has spears, but if the spears get hit by swords on first hit, then he's gonna have kind of a hard time to deal with all these swords. And like the knight can also go over there. The dragon going over there is an option, but there's also a mage that could go over there, which would make the option bad. So there's
Okay, we're seeing Zero. They get their knight up. I think, yeah, they're gonna like poke a little bit with like this sword and get the spears ready behind it. Swords attacking into just regular spears is actually like okay gold value, but if you attack into a spear crit, it's not so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although from the forest, it's decent.
Yeah.
Especially if you get this.
I guess, but that sword is super dead. If it does that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a classic Zero like formation. Just put everything in a line.
Yep. It works, so.
Yeah, I mean, actually, there's a knight crit covering a bunch of this. Dragon will cover that side too. So Mastro has to split across two fronts now. Like the mage on the right hand side has to move over like a little bit to the right, just because the dragon will just go and roast everything otherwise.
Mastro was still saving gold. Maybe he really wants the dragon or something, but
I think in this turn with this much gold, he should buy one dragon, two swords, and then use the rest of the money to heal Vesper on the village. And then next
yeah,
turn,
actually,
pick up.
healing Vesper is gonna be really annoying for Mastro because he won't get a full heal
Yeah,
if he
it's only
wants
like
to buy a
55 gold.
dragon.
Yep.
Which means that like that small mistake with Vesper is really biting him now. Yeah,
I mean,
either have
55
to.
gold heal, I think that's gonna heal a commander for like 20% and then 5% normal heal, so he's gonna be like full health the next turn, if he heals.
He might be like not quite full health, and
Yeah,
because
not quite.
Zeronix's village will be at 70%, it's
Oh, right.
gonna be a bad
Yeah.
decap.
Yeah, 55 gold on a commander is 11
true.
health, so
11 health. Okay, that's, yeah, that actually sucks.
yeah, that'll mean Vesper with the passive heal, that'll go up to 84, which is not a good health value to be at. It won't allow her to decap that village at all. Mastro actually might just have to get passive groove charge for the rest of like until 100. Zero might just be able to deny it. Because not only is she like not gonna get a full heal this turn unless she skips a build, which is possible. That might be the choice, but being on 84 means like there's a lot of fights you lose when you're around 80. Like if you attack a commander while you're at 80 and they're on full health, like the retaliation actually means you're about even.
Well,
Yeah, so it's gonna do that.
there is like you can mage heal for Vesper to decap.
Yeah, but like that's so much gold just for one decap, and at that point you're
Yeah.
losing the value match.
I mean, it can be worth if. I mean, it's probably not going to be worth because Zero has Groove, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he needs like at least 2 decaps to get Groove, or like 4 turns of doing nothing, plus 1 decap. So no matter what, Zero comes out on top because of the first Groove, thanks to Vesper.
Also, we might see a second dragon.
Yeah, I think second dragon. I think Vesper just continues to bully a bunch.
Vesper is super dead though if they don't put something in the forest next to her.
She's okay. There's not a night crit on her. If that night was a crit, it would be pretty scary, but you're only looking right now. You're only looking at like
Dragon hit, Knight hit, and Dog hit from. Oh wait.
yeah, the dog can't. Yeah, if there wasn't a unit on the left, so that's low health sword is doing a lot of work right now.
Yeah, that cannot be killed. So you're looking at Dragon hit and Knight hit. I don't think that kills even on this health. Yeah, he's fine. She's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, Mastro's okay. This is like a decent defensive position. I'm curious as to what we're gonna see come out here.
Just in case they put it there.
Mastro has to be super careful with his mage positioning.
Yeah, because it can be easily sniped by a dog or something.
Yeah.
If the dragon kills the knight. So I put it below the village now. Like not under the knight.
Actually,
right now, like the dragon can go to the right, and
that's not good. Easily snipeable.
yeah,
That mage takes dog hit, and the dragon won't be hit and gets a free knight.
yeah. If the dragon hits from the right, no other mage can reach that.
And I think it's totally fine. Like swordsman and dragon kills the knight, and then dog snipes the mage. Although that will allow for a healed mage crit on the dragon, so I'm not sure actually.
I mean, you could like if Mastro doesn't put a sword right of the mage, you can finish it off with that 70% sword.
Oh yeah, that's
after
true.
you decap.
But I don't think that kills. Like I don't think dog and 70% sword kills a mage on planes.
Yeah,
think it's
but then
flip.
like the mage counter is not
it's
very
like
bad.
yeah, it's like nothing. Okay, so let's see.
I think actually, I'm like wondering if like the low health swords, like the 70% or 68%. I wonder if that plus dragon would kill a mage.
Actually, that would. I think it would because it does more than a dragon. No, wait. Actually, no. A dog and a dragon does the same to mage, I think.
Oh, but the dog doesn't actually reach the mage.
It does in the forest.
Oh, right, yeah, I know.
If you kill the dragon, basically. I'm not sure about like moving Vesper into the balloon first, because you might like make a mistake and need Groove to like fix it.
I guess Zero's feeling very confident right now then.
I mean, Barrett is like very correct. Yeah, dragon does more than dog to a mage. So that is an option, but then at that point, right? yeah, it's like 58 to 67 dragon on mage on planes, and dog is 49 to 58. So that will guarantee kill the mage, but then the dragon is easily surrounded, so I'm not sure it's the best choice.
But you will have Groove next turn, so
yeah, it's true. But like using the Groove to like counter a surround, I'm not sure it's the best value.
Well, you do get a lot of damage, I think, if you do that.
Yeah, that's true too.
Might be worth.
Yeah, it's like these things. It's like very hard to judge even at this point if they're worth it or not.
Yeah, I think Zero's army just wasn't quite in the right position. I guess this is also on Mastro as well, having a
Ooh,
very
whatever,
nice
okay.
defensive position where
Alright. Golem kind of is a mindset that I think we won't see like an attack this turn onto. Yeah.
Okay, so the mage survives.
yeah, and I think Zero's gonna maybe grab this village. I don't know if grabbing it was the best idea because now Vesper can hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she would be doing it from a koi point in time.
I think it's fine if they cover the under it.
But there's plenty of units to cover all the
Yeah.
sides, so
Yeah, that's free groove right there, I think. Oh, there's a night crit. Oh,
Is it?
zero. Yeah, that's a night crit on there. Zeronix is sneaky.
oh
I'm
right.
not sure it's free groove because
Not anymore.
the dragon could clear a side on the left, like unless you put a mage there, but then kind of a bad turn.
Now it's a very expensive groove.
Yeah.
You might pay with your life, or you might pay with like 5 mage heals and a few units. Not good.
I'm very curious what Zero's gonna do with this dragon. I guess you just put it somewhere where the maze can't reach it,
Yeah.
and that's really it.
Basically.
Hmm.
Don't want to put it too far from the golem, because otherwise the golem will just move full move, and you don't want that.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, dragon is safe.
Right, this is a safe position. Maze can't reach it.
Yeah, although now Zeronix, Mastro can decap a few villages on the left with the knights.
That's true.
Yeah.
But Pyrrha is going to take so many villages on the right though. So they have in the village race. Because they have way more knights on the right. And in position too.
Yeah, but that dragon's quite scary on the right
Yeah,
hand
it
side.
is a bit
Yeah.
awkward to village race for Zero right now because
Yeah,
of that
it's
dragon.
very scary.
Yeah, the mage is not quite in position. Like,
Actually it is.
oh, it does actually
Full
cover
move
one of
it
them.
Full
Yeah,
move, it reaches the right of the village, which means the
Yes.
knight can hit from there. Can't hit from the forest, funnily enough. Oh, actually it can, never mind.
actually, yeah. If the other mage shifts over to the right hand side as well,
Then they protect, but then the dragon can hit from between the 2 flagstones, I think. Actually, no. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Okay, you're right.
yeah, those 2 flagstones are very annoying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
Yeah?
this is a very difficult position, and this might actually be the most
Ooh.
high level game of
That's
Headland we've seen so far.
So Mastro is committing and
suicide.
yeah, that's like
He's committing suicide.
just like a lot of suicides incoming onto Vesper there.
Yeah,
You don't really.
That's
Do you want to
extremely
like
dead.
sword crit from the river because that just gives another suicide?
I don't think you can protect that unless you sacrifice all of your army, and then at that point you're losing anyway.
yeah, and like
Yeah,
even if you don't
probably
go
have
for
to
the
do
kill on
something like
Vesper,
the knight
You
on
kill
the
everything
right, on the
else,
left.
yeah.
yeah, and you
That
have
was a bait.
Vesper Groove to cover it too. So
Yep. That was a bait and Mastro fell for it. Because Zeronix forced them because he won the race of the groove, and now Mastro has to equalize.
Can't even dog crit.
yeah, there is a dog crit. There's
That's
like a bunch of
extremely-
angles for it too.
That's a disturbing position. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's like the kind of position I find myself in all the time and then lose. So I know this isn't good.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And like the thing is, even if you fail the lethal, you still did quite a bit of damage, and then you can groove.
Yeah, like at this point, it's just like selective blindness. So like you focus so much on protecting your commander, you don't realize that okay, you have done that, but you have killed everything else around it. So like, have you really won the game? It's kind of like that.
Even the spears will do, like, probably just do a bunch of damage.
Okay, so can you kill that?
I
So
don't think he can kill here, but I think he can do a ton of damage.
You have 2 suicides, one dog suicide, one low health sword suicide that's healed. So let me calculate. I'm gonna grab the calculator. I'm curious. I have a feeling is little here. I have a strong feeling.
Think you can't because you need the 2 spear crits to one-shot me. Oh, maybe if you use the dragon to clear a spear,
Yeah, and then
or
there's a
the
spear
knight.
crit. Yeah, there's so much stuff here that's gonna happen. Yeah, I think in like one specific position, like one specific order can kill. But oh, okay, now it's very difficult.
Or you could kill the golem with Vesper Groove.
Yeah, that's also an option. Well, you can kill it, but like you can severely.
No,
hurt
you
it.
can kill it.
How?
You have 4 sides, right?
Yeah,
You got 2 dogs, dragon, sword, maybe sword crit.
I guess you could do that, but then you have to like sacrifice like one dog.
No, just hit with the dragon first, and then it's totally RNG whether your dog lives or not.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I think I would just. Actually, I'm not sure what I would do here. I have to think about this. I would first calculate the lethal, that's for sure. So, 87 to an
I mean,
88.
the thing is, if you can do enough damage here to a point that Vesper Groove will be like bad when it gets used by Mastro because he's too far behind, then you've won the game.
I mean, I think what you would go for here is like you cleared the 2 swords underneath Vesper. I'm not sure about the best way to do that. It's probably one of those spears would crit, and then I guess dragon would have to kill.
Yeah.
And then you use
spear for dragon.
You use your knight to kill their mage, and then you would drop Vesper Groove on top of it.
I mean, if you kill the mage, you don't actually need to Vesper Groove.
Okay, so if everything does the lowest possible roll, then Vesper survives with 17 health. So average rolls are gonna be like he survives with 5, so it's like 95% average damage, I think. And that's with like dog suicide, healed sword suicide, spear crit, and knight crit. Because that can be done, guaranteed. But you need the spears, so like you need to dock.
I don't think you can get dog crit suicide.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So my idea is not gonna work.
So yeah, I think just trying to go for army damage here, because if Zero backs off, I mean, we could take.
I mean, Zero could just kill the knight, and then actually no. So you either kill the knight or the golem with Vesper Groove. You can't choose. Well, you have to choose.
You kill the golem, the knight, or the mage.
Yeah, goes down in value.
Yeah, because actually Zero is ahead on army value at the start of this. Like, that's worth keeping in mind. Like, Zero.
So he's going for it.
Looks like he's going for the mage.
I guess you could suicide the 68% sword into the sword. Actually, I'm not sure that is gonna work. Let me check. 68.
Oh, can you like? Yeah, if
Yeah.
you drop Vesper above the knight, you can get sword crit. But yeah, he's just going for damage.
Nah, yeah, just auto damage. Yeah, probably a good choice. Like you don't have lethal here. You're not losing.
Yeah, and like we take a look at the army value. Yeah, like that's Zero up by 900 before buys. That's like a really nice place to be.
He's gonna flip a bridge too
He
now.
could have grooved first and then not taken damage from the village when he hits it, if he wants to use groove.
I mean, I think he just wants to like capture the bridge.
Yeah, I'm not sure
if
he
you do
wants
that-
to actually use groove this turn.
Actually, he might not have to, because that dragon is invulnerable.
Well, the mage probably can't cover for the knight. So, I mean, at this point, you kind of accept you lose the knight, I guess.
Yeah, so the knight is dead unless he groove. The rest is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that means you're saving Groove up for the next turn, so if the counter attack that comes in is not well executed, like you're setting up for like potential lethal there.
There's not that many units who can punish. Like, sure, if like the knight isn't covered by the mage, but that's also the only target of the golem. So it's not actually that bad.
Okay, so I think if you groove here, it's actually double value because not only do you keep your army safe, you also force them to protect their stronghold. So you win
Yeah.
position.
But Mastro will have groove next turn from passive.
Yeah, that's true. So like they can counter a stronghold thing. So yeah, Vesper groove just makes every option a little bit twisted. It's so
I think
interesting. I
Zero
love
is
it.
far enough ahead to use groove here and like secure a win, basically.
But yeah, I think so long as Zero doesn't put Vesper in a bad position, like they're pretty good right now.
Which is a little hard to do because it's hard to put Vesper in a bad position to groove because you can put her anywhere.
Yeah, but I just mean in general, like you don't
Oh,
want to.
no groove. No groove, it seems.
No groove, okay.
Okay, that's an
Puts the
option too.
golem in night crits, okay.
I'm gonna have Vesper. Ooh, in a nice
But
position to
yeah.
cover.
I don't think the knight wants to do that. Probably just
Yeah,
wants to
that's
hit
gonna hurt.
villages.
Gonna cause a little bit of bone fracture.
Zero gonna buy one mage, makes sense.
This flagstone on the right is making this position kind of ridiculous for Zero.
Oh, and we see a harpy come out. This is actually really smart because now the knight can't really just freely
Yeah.
hit stuff.
Now they need like a mage
Yeah.
and a knight.
And the mage doesn't want to go top left because he wants to cover for the dragon.
Yeah, so now that harpy is going to force 1,000 gold worth of units if they want to decap. So that's actually very good.
The late
I
game
know.
harpy buy.
Yes.
You
Mage
love to
and
see
knight.
it.
Counter.
Harpy's OP.
Harpies are very OP. Always have been. Although they sadly don't do 65% damage all the time.
Actually, I like not using groove here because you're threatening to drop it on the HQ now, which is quite a bit stronger than using it this turn.
Although your dragon has like a free hit on like a spearman because your knight can kill the Zeronix's mage. Actually, yeah. Oh no, the positioning makes this very awkward, actually.
Yeah, it's very awkward.
Yeah, this is not gonna work unless you suicide Vesper. You don't want that.
I'm just bringing the stats up on screen quickly. So yeah, we currently have a 2,000 gold lead for Zero and army value. 8 units lead as well. Only 6 of those are combat units. And then yeah, the 2,000 income lead. So yeah, Zero's in a really good position right now.
I love these matches. So hype.
Yeah. Oh, Zero is so good at this game.
He's great.
Right, yeah, just gets the free hit with the
Very
dragon. I think it's the one of the best options for Mastro because the dragon also helps to set up a defense for next turn from that position. And you're not exposing stuff to punish the knight.
And
Well,
now
I mean,
the safest
you
move.
still probably will a little bit, but less than what you would do if you use the golem, for example.
What are you doing? You're clearly supposed to finish the knight off with Vesper, not a swordsman. You should clearly stay there.
I don't know about standing still on that tile.
I'm
Even though it's
joking.
safe, yeah.
Barrett, I'm joking. Barrett.
Okay. Even though it looks safe, I'm just like, that might not be the best place to sit.
Yeah, that's super guaranteed death, I think, if you stay there. Because Vesper can reach the river and then dragon from below and the 1,000 suicides. So it's like,
Yeah, there's like dog plus 2 weak sword suicides.
yeah, it's ridiculous actually.
Actually, I think those could be
I don't think,
crits as well
like-
if you wanted them to.
Yeah, that could be done too.
You just did this last turn, and then Zero like killed a bunch of stuff, so you don't want to do it again.
Yeah, that's also very true.
Yeah, true, because then now you have Groove, so. And even if you have Groove of your own, Zeronix is still gonna like destroy the army in one turn. Doesn't have to wait for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a super dead golem if Zero wants it to be.
Yeah, if he wants to use Groove, but I'm not sure he will.
Yeah. Like at this point, you shouldn't use Groove just to like, kill one unit. It's
At
way
this
too
point,
late
you
for
don't have to use Groove. You can just use it to counter Mastro's Groove, and you'll probably still win.
that. Yeah, at this point, we should defend. Because they are on top of you.
At this point, if you really want to win, you probably time out Mastro.
It's awesome option.
You start
I mean-
spamming golems, you time out Mastro.
Yeah,
There
Golem
we
spam, it's
go.
gonna always work. Although, Zero has no money for that. And Mastro managed to equalize the income too. Although Zero is in
Mm,
lead.
there's,
For-
well, yeah, it's at the end of Zero's turn, so
Yeah, so like they have like 2 units.
equalizes
advantage.
with a grain of salt.
Actually, Barrett, can you check who has the army value lead? Because it's very hard to tell right now.
Still 0 by about
Still 0?
600. Yeah.
Wow. Because like Maestro is like a witch, a golem, a dragon. And Maestro is like a dragon and a... Yeah, makes sense.
By about 600, but he has 400 gold before buy, so it's actually around 200.
Yeah, but you don't want to be behind at the end of your turn. You
Where are you
always.
gonna put Vesper?
Very
though?
true.
I wonder if we're
Just
gonna
the
see.
forest.
I mean, just for the sake of symmetry, I wonder if we're gonna see Vesper go into that forest. Just so
Yeah.
like both of them are sitting there with Groove.
That would be very satisfying.
It would. Actually, one thing I just want to note that Harpy covers the village on the top left.
Yeah.
So.
At this
that's-
point, you just have to like play like a Tetris with your army.
Oh,
It looks good, it's good.
Master walks into the forest. We're
Oh,
gonna see
good.
the mirror.
Yes, perfect.
So it favors the one who attacks in first, right?
Yeah, that's actually a great position by Maestro, I think.
Hmm,
I don't see a way to attack here. You can harass villages though. You can take down a
I
bunch of
mean,
villages.
you can go in and hit a bunch of stuff, but because no mage reaches that dragon, it's not the best attack.
Yeah. That dragon is in a great position.
I guess there's stuff like you. Nah, even from the top, it's pretty bad.
I think if you're 0, you just kind of go for that village on the bottom right.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to take the
Pretty-
tower down.
That's like the ultimate flex move.
The one thing you do have to be careful of though is like Mastro isn't that far away from just lethaling the strongholds.
It's
Like
decently far.
he only needs
And you
one extra.
also have Vesper Groove, so
That's true, but like you don't want to use Vesper Groove to keep your stronghold alive. If
I mean,
you want to use it for like a big high value turn, but
I mean, if you have to use it, then it's kind of not a choice. It has to be done.
yeah, all right. So we see the Harpy
Like,
do the
like,
most
force it out.
obvious Harpy thing ever and knock the village
Yes.
down.
Take down the flash to capture village. Always nice. But what's the golem gonna do?
Golem probably gonna go in the forest where Vesper is, if I had to guess.
Yeah, but then it's vulnerable to like a night crit and a golem hit and a dragon. But
You can just put like one
gets
unit
complex,
above,
yeah.
and that's fine.
yeah, it's like way too early in the turn for us to judge. I think. Like very hard
Yeah.
to tell.
Okay, that village in the bottom right goes down. Makes sense. I think he just moved the knight into a position where it threatens crit on the tower.
It's too bad you can't like crit the corner village and the tower at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be like a great double threat. Thanks to that mountain over there. It's very helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can't. I'm trying to like find one tile that allows that. 1, 2, 3.
Well, no, because they're like
Oh, I found one. The tile
no, it
that
shouldn't be
the
possible because
Yeah, it is impossible because they're the amount of tiles
They're
they're
like-
apart.
yeah, it's an even tile.
oh no, it's possible. Oh no. Oh, that one. You okay? I thought you mean the one that's to the left of the beach.
Oh,
the
right, I
corner
get.
one?
Oh yeah, this one, yeah,
Yeah.
should be possible.
Even that is very awkward though.
Yeah, ideally you just want to like move the knight.
You're going in here, okay?
Oh, going in.
I
Just
think,
hits Vesper.
I think Zero
guess,
is just
yeah,
a little bit impatient at this point.
we're gonna see Groove here, I think.
Yeah, but then the golem won't die.
Hmm.
That's
Vesper could kill it, but
35. I love it. 35% health, of course. Yeah, Vesper could kill it. That's a safe option. Should always do that.
too bad
Duh.
Vesper isn't Sedge, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Seth would love this.
Oh, this would be a
love this
great
position.
situation for Sedge to be in.
I would love it. Although you can't kill the knight, you can only kill one unit.
Oh,
That's
but
still
that
fine.
unit's a golem.
Yeah, I guess, but like then you don't have Vesper Groove, so like your dragon dies. So it's like kind of like a trade-off.
I think we're gonna see Vesper Groove get dropped, and then it's gonna be
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Yeah.
Stuff goes forward. Yeah, Golem probably
Yep.
gonna go in the smoke as well.
But
Oh.
Vesper is not included in the groove. Nah, it's fine. Only two
Hey,
sides.
the dog, let's go.
That's perfect. That's 14 damage by a dog. That's a huge hit, I think.
Yeah, Golem, like dogs low-key counter Golem. Oh,
Actually,
well,
low-key
it high
counter
rolled,
golems.
but still.
That's actually a really good roll.
Yeah, that's a massive
That's
roll.
probably a
Holy
max roll.
That's the
or
max
two.
roll. 14
Yeah.
point, 14.47 is the max roll. That's what happened.
Oh,
Max
so
roll. That's amazing.
yeah, at this point, like that's such a big damage difference for the golem.
Exactly.
Oh, and
it's
actually,
21%.
yeah, this is 21.
21, oh no!
Yes. Now,
Oh, no.
now it's not even worth it to heal it. Now you either fully heal it with a village or you just throw it away.
Oh no.
I guess you
Aw.
can do like a calculated heal, so you spend all your money and then you heal it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like, who does that?
Oh my god. that dog got so much value. That's like the best thing that dog could have ever done in this position.
Good boy.
Good boy. It's a very good boy. Okay, so now you just have to use Groove, I guess. At this point.
Uh,
You don't have to, but then it's like...
I don't think you do, because if you do, you like it's game over.
Yeah, I guess, because like you have no way to come back. So now you just like put stuff... But can you protect
Like now you
stronghold
just
even?
run away with everything.
Yeah, but then like Zero just wins over time because of the villages. Because
I
you give
mean,
up so
I
much
think-
territory.
It should be game over regardless here, but yeah.
Yeah, because like let's say you wanted to kill Vesper, right, you've got the night crit from the right hand side, but in order to open that up, you have to use the
Just
dragon to
instant.
kill a sword. It's like really not worth it.
Zero is so smart. I wouldn't have been able to do this. This is amazing.
Yeah, I would have played very safe instead of going
Yeah,
in that turn.
I would have just like kept harassing villages, but like he knew that this is a good position to do this.
I mean, he was like very ahead before the group, so it does simplify.
I mean, he was only
using
ahead by like
Vesper
2
group.
units. Although he did have the position advantage, yeah.
And we even see a witch buy from Zero, and I think this is perfect timing for that because Vesper Groove is going to come down, and the witch. Oh, actually, this is really good timing on this smoke this turn because Mastro's witch is out of position to be able to do anything about it. And like witch hex is like one of the few things you can use against smoke. And that's like
Yeah,
that
but-
option is so not only is it good timing just because it's a really good play, but like even things like the witch hex is too delayed. I guess that's the way I would say that.
Yeah, like at this point, 2 wishes isn't actually bad.
Although I will say, like, I think hexing like the smoke is kind of overrated because usually Hex is all about the follow up, and if you're hexing smoke, you got no follow up anyway.
Yeah,
So
that also makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
so
you're kind of just like, I mean, if you can kill something with the 2 hexes, it's fine. But if you just, it's hard. I think it's situational if it's worth it or not.
yeah, but by doing it this early, like all of the, you know, situational or like any kind of option is just taken off the table.
Yes, at this point,
yeah,
can't really think about too much stuff. 700 gold, and and that golem is still dead. I think. No.
yeah, Golden's probably gonna die. I mean,
Dragon
everything's gonna die, but
Yes.
it's really like pick and choose for Zeronix right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if I would actually kill the golem here, because then my dragon gets hit, and then Vesper has a groove.
Mm. Yeah, but Mastro didn't move very far back, so I think you just still go in here. Like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, like that's way too close, so you can still attack. Just use the momentum and you're fine.
Yeah, I think you can just like. Although, maybe you don't, but. Like, even if you like get hit and then Mastro grooves, then you're still ahead because you forced Vesper groove and
Yeah.
should be
so,
fine.
like, and then you can just like move back, and you still have like the eco advantage because you kept them fighting, just like Shu.
Yep. And then you build another golem, and then
Yep, it's just a snowball situation. Zero is amazing at like securing a lead and then keeping it.
And yeah, we're gonna see the swords on the bottom right go down. We might even see the mage just run down to nab that village. And like, if we take a
I
quick look at
mean-
the stats,
I think you leave the sword alive because you're gonna kill it next turn regardless, and
It can do much.
and
at
if
that
it
cap,
heals
yeah.
on a village, it's actually good for you because now you can decap it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that sword is actually useless at this point. It can decap, it can't cap because there's no neutral bridges left.
It can only hurt Mastro.
Yes. But they can do it anyway.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna take it.
So just throw out everything we said out the window.
and oh, that mage position is really good because it covers 2 sides of that tower.
Yeah, so like you can't even buy new stuff, and if you put your mage on the left of the mountain, you can't buy anything for the mountain. I mean, not the mountain, the the tower. So that tower is useless now. Although I'm not sure even want to use it. So
It's looking like Zero isn't gonna go in.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't
this-
have to.
This much eco, why would you have to? Like, it's insane how much he has managed to like secure in one turn.
Oh, I would have bought another golem instead of healing the knight.
Yeah, like this is like what he is superior in. Like he knows when to really attack. Like he doesn't like let his momentum be decided of his previous turn, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, actually, the reason he's going for that night heal is it sets up a crit on the village in the bottom right.
Oh right, that's smart. Like you try to like take even more.
Yeah, Zero's just like Giga Brain right now.
Yes.
Even
mean,
builds
this
a
is-
wagon.
Oh wait, I think that's just like a flex at this point.
No, that's something I taught him.
Oh yes. This is our summer play right here.
I mean, the only way that this could be even more of a flex is if like a thief comes out.
No, the flex right here would have been Ballista.
Oh, I guess because like Thief Wagon isn't actually that bad, although it will take like 2 turns to be active, even with the wagon.
I mean, if you want a thief, you build it next turn because then the wagon boosts the movement. Because right now it's not.
Yeah, like what's funny is that the Thief on foot is better than on wagon. Like it's 6 movements compared to like the wagon slowness.
And yeah, Zero's just gonna sit back,
He
get
will
this
go too
eco
far,
advantage.
He
Because
will go. Yeah.
if
Sorry?
he goes too deep, like Vesper can still groove and do a bunch of damage. So Like, there's still
Yeah, so
2 knights on Mastro's side. That golem is still pretty scary. Like, it's 1 mage heal away from full health, so you can still get a really nice turn using that. And like, there's still a lot of damage on that bottom left. But oh, the thief does come out. And
okay.
I will remind everybody that there is a 2-minute delay on the stream right now, so people watching the YouTube video. I did not say that 2 minutes ago. I'm pretty sure I said that.
I mean, I think we did say it 2 minutes ago. I think it
So
was exactly 2 minutes.
I mean, if we see a ballista, we know what's happening, right?
yeah.
This is the confirmation at this point.
Oh, actually, I just realized that knight position from Zero as well. It crits 2 different villages.
Yeah.
So
I
does.
thought you were talking about the village, like, on the right, right?
oh, I
yeah,
was originally, but it also
That's
does
just-
crit the left-hand one as well. So
Although that's like super deep in the territory, I'm not sure you want that.
Mm.
Although I guess you could secure it, but that's I'm not
it
sure.
very much depends on what Mastro does.
Yeah, very much so.
I think I don't like the thief because Zero has all the villages already. What's the thief gonna go after?
The barracks?
I guess the corner village, but then you keep it alive.
No,
On
use it
purpose.
aggressively to take production. That's like the
Yeah.
purpose of that thief.
I mean,
I
I
if you
guess,
can,
but I think an archer would have done the same.
Oh, actually, look at that balloon position. That thief can get to the front line like straight away.
Ooh.
Oh right. Oh. Okay, so that can decap the village that's above or like under Zeronix's Vesper. But then you just like keep it alive on purpose, and that's I don't know.
Maybe, but I think he just then you take that village down, then you position the thief to threaten the barracks. I think that's the play.
That'd be funny. That'd be.
I
That'd be
mean,
lovely.
Zero's probably gonna start building his second groove with Vesper. And like he can get like the 3 decaps he needs on like the village, the tower, and the other village.
Yeah.
So like Mastro has like 3 turns to use his groove before Zero has another one, I guess. I guess it's like 4 turns, but yeah.
I honestly don't see a way for Master to come back at this point, because even if they attack and use Groove, they just lost because they use Groove.
Yeah, it really just comes down to Mastro's only real play at this point is to hope Zero blunders the commander or blunders the army.
Yes, so like if they allow
Blunders the HQ as well, but that's a little harder to do.
it's a bit harder, yeah.
Well, actually, Headland's pretty easy to get a good HQ lethal on because there's not a lot of terrain around the
Yeah,
strongholds.
but I mean, Mastro doesn't have that many units, so if he's setting up for an HQ play, you kind of see it coming, I would hope.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like any kind of like good aggressive play that could come in this turn.
This is probably Barrett's least favorite match of the set. There's no archers.
There
Not a
is no
single-
archers.
Not a single archer on the whole map. And that's surprising at this army size. Although Vesper never really liked archers, I guess.
Yeah, like Archer is like super luxury for Vesper.
Yeah. I actually never see archers. Actually, I did see like once in my third game against Zeronix. He loved archers there. But I guess not on this map.
Well, at this point, you don't really need archers.
Yeah,
Can- like looking at Mastro's army comp, archers wouldn't really help that much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it would help once you're trying to take a barracks, but I think you don't really play for this at this point of the game.
And I just want to note, Mastro hasn't done anything for a couple minutes. This is looking like time is going to become like a huge factor.
I think it's thinking if we can like kill Vesper because there's like a no, it's super impossible obviously, but like you know you're like desperate at this point. You just want to like see any option. Yeah, Vesper is.
I mean, you could do like 50 damage onto Vesper.
Yeah, that you know, and you lose like everything else. That's worth it.
That's half of a kill, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you kind of kill them halfway. That counts. You get like half a point for the match.
Mm,
Okay.
no, I don't think Mastro has any good options. Golem can't be active. Because at this point, Zero could just trade the dragon for the golem, and he would be like perfectly fine.
Yeah. Just like defense at this point.
Okay, which moves into a decent position.
But like defending when the opponent has a econ advantage is exactly what the opponent wants you to do.
Right, like Zero's super heads, and like if Master doesn't try and claw back anything, then
Yeah, it's over. So like
Yeah,
even
but
if you
also
defend,
trading favors Zero because he's ahead, so Master has to come back without trading much.
yeah, so like, but like you only have like so many units, so like you have to either like trade or you have to like defend.
oh, Master's gonna go in.
I think that's
Yeah, I think he's aiming for the HQ, and
yeah.
pretty obvious, like just looking from this, what's happening. But
Everything's
he's
kind of-
still got a lot of ways to go before he reaches the HQ.
yeah, and I think those are very dead units on the left. Although you will have to dedicate. Is the English word? It's not my first language, if you guys can tell.
Oh, he spent 6 minutes thinking.
Okay, yeah, lethal on the stronghold. And actually, this is, you know, a decent option because it's not going to be a huge time commitment to like
I
think
think
this
it's
out.
just your only option at this point.
Okay, so you can kill the knight. But can you kill the golem?
Let's see.
No, you okay? So like you need
No,
the golem.
you would have to high roll with Golem Hex to kill the
Yeah.
knight.
Golem and
Or you'd need to like suicide the dog beforehand,
yeah,
but that's
yeah, that's like a
RNG.
very rare option that sometimes comes in clutch.
I think Zero is just gonna like position to like in front of the HQ and then push the HQ on his side, and that's about it. You don't need to do much else.
This is actually fine by Mastro because like now Zero can't continue his reign of terror for villages, so he has to go back and protect his HQ at least next turn.
But he
He
doesn't
actually
have to
equalized
use
a bit.
everything to defend the HQ is a problem.
Yeah, you can just like give a few units and then the rest can continue decapping.
Like this turn, you could just put like Balloon Witch and Harpy, and then make a line where anti-air doesn't reach, and then Mastro can't move in on the HQ.
Yeah, like air units at this point are like super powerful because you only have like one mage there actually.
Yeah.
And one witch, but you won't want to use the witch.
I mean, you can put the balloon in range of the witch if you have the witch next to the balloon.
then just like force it out to like kill it. Yeah, I guess that's an option. Can you kill Vesper here?
I mean, you can also build a golem, and then the HQ push is looking pretty bad.
Wait. Can you kill Vesper? I don't think you can kill Vesper.
I don't think you can kill Vesper because you need to use like your big units to clear sides, and then you don't
You're
have
like-
them to hit Vesper.
You have like one suicide. 95% sword, kind of suicides. Not
Yeah.
very guaranteed though.
95 is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, it works. So like
95 can happen, but
not very. It's
I
not
don't know.
guaranteed. I don't think it's gonna fit. I'm gonna actually check. I won't be guessing. I'm just gonna check.
Right, Zero's doing the obvious moves first. That wagon isn't going anywhere else.
Okay, so it's actually average retaliation damage on the 95% sword is 94. So it's yeah, it's not gonna die probably.
yeah, just builds a golem for defense. It's gonna be there before Vesper's army, so HQ won't die.
Yes, 2 golems is gonna protect the army and the HQ.
And like the thing is, if Mastro, like sure he has groove, but if Zeronix gets first strike onto his army, then his groove is gonna be useless because his army will be weak.
Yeah.
This is still a difficult position to be in though, because Mage is covering a lot of stuff, so you can't really use the Harpy particularly effectively this turn.
Well, that's more regular for harpies, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But like the witch as well gets zoned, the dragon gets zoned because there's a witch and a harpy covering a lot of this. So yeah, it's difficult to know what you do in this situation.
It's like no matter what Maestro does, they can't kill the HQ because even if they like set up a night crit and then groove, Zero can just like put golems and that nothing kills golems in one hit, so they can just wall.
Yeah.
So there's no way to kill the HQ.
Oh, Zero's actually not. I say not going
they
to do
want to.
something. They're going to use.
I do one groove at this point. 40%? I'm not sure you're gonna have enough time to build a second groove, I think.
Go,
guess-
go play for the second Vesper groove.
I
Let's
think
go.
the knight's gonna go for the other village, and that's kind of the play. Oh, but there's a spear
Probably
covering
not,
it.
there's a spear,
I
yeah.
mean, the
Yeah.
top side isn't covered. The top side is fine, I think. Unlike a dragon can hit it.
I mean, I guess maybe
Uh,
use like your knight to set up a crit on the enemy tower, but I don't know. Or, ooh,
Set
you
up
could
the
also
night
set
crit
up
on the
enemy
on the
barracks. Yeah.
Yeah. And then bring the dragon over.
Although,
and then-
funnily,
Yeah.
the knight crit tile is the one that would have taken that village down. So,
Oh.
Or you can like put it in like the top left corner of Vesper.
Yeah.
Although it's a bit exposed.
No, it's fine.
I mean, if a sword hits it, then yeah, no, it works because like Zero has
Alright,
mages
Harpy
too.
just hits the knight because you know
It's
Harpy
nice.
has served its purpose, and
Yes.
now it will be thrown away like the Harpy it is.
Yeah, and like trading a mage for a Harpy is good for Zeronix because like that mage is super valuable for Mastro because it breaks walls.
oh,
Well, I mean,
actually,
I don't think the mage will die next turn though.
it also this
Uh,
prevents the mage from healing the golem.
Yeah, that too, and it won't die, but I think it can like hit like by a swordman. I think depends. It depends. We can't really judge yet. It's way too early in the turn.
Okay, that thief goes to the aggressive position.
Okay, goes there.
Oh. So it barely cannot decap the tower. But yeah, that's a nice night hit. And now just yeah, so like now Maestro can't attack. Now he doesn't defend.
Best defense is
Offense. Yeah.
something.
There's a bunch of units in the way. This dragon can help wall. The witch can help wall as well.
Yeah. Those units like look vulnerable, but like who cares if they die? You can only kill them with like units that are 10 times more expensive than they are. So you don't care if they die.
Yeah, I don't think there's like much Mastro can look for here anymore.
Yeah, they're building a pretty solid defense. Even puts the low health sword in there.
I love it. It's insane.
I don't love it. Like, what is gonna go in that forest, anyways?
Actually, I kind of wish that dog wasn't part of the wall there and the dragon had taken its place, but
And the witch is there though.
yeah,
It's
but
spread now.
okay,
And
right, that's fine.
so Maestro's dragon has a free hit on Zero's dragon, but you had I don't know. You don't want to use that. You need the dragon for more important purposes. It does it anyway, okay.
Goes for the knight. I mean, he needs something threatening in this bottom side of the map because the thief will eventually move into the position where it takes the barracks.
Yeah. Or just the corner village there.
I think Zero's guaranteed to take the tower on their turn if they want to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, dog counters knight, obviously.
as per usual.
And that's the purpose, right?
That's decent damage from Mastro. I think going for that village was a little bit too aggressive from Zeronix. Like they kind of split up their army a bit too much.
Yeah, but like now Mastro has so little time, they just have to undo
Yeah,
what
well,
Zero has done.
I'm not saying Mastro's gonna win, but
Yeah, like that one move wasn't the best, I guess. But you don't want it to be the best at this point. You just want it to be like decent.
Yeah, if you're this far ahead, it's like making the best move isn't always the most important
here,
thing.
I'm not sure about going in that much for Mastro.
Oh, it doesn't even kill the spear. Oh no.
But and why would you witch hex here, right? Like it's not worth it.
No.
Well, yeah, that's a survived spear, allowing for spear crits, even though there's no spear nearby that can hit.
Oh, actually, the village just gets ignored. So there's just this nice chunk of income behind enemy lines there.
Well, yeah.
I think what
That's
happens,
funny.
Mastro is looking for like Zero to like greedily hit something with Vesper to get groove,
Then they
and
die,
then
but like
have Vesper die.
Zero would do that. Zero won't do that, right? Like that never happened before.
No, no, no. That's what I do.
Okay.
I mean, I can see Zero
Sacrificing-
doing it, but I think Zero would also like cover it really well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Mastro like going in on both sides at the same time.
Okay, so now he's going to put Vesper in front of the witch, or the witch is dead, and you have to put the golem on top of the witch. Yeah, like that. Now golem on top, or the witch is dead. But now Vesper is dead. If you if you are like unlucky. So not sure. You reach your goal, but at what cost?
Now the golem is dead. Great.
Now the golem exactly, yes. So like making one bad move like chains more bad moves to protect the bad move from being two bad moves.
Does the golem? Oh, I mean, I guess you sack something to kill the golem, but
That's
or like
Yeah,
witch
you
hex.
send dogs in to die, then you witch hex and then stuff.
And then I think even Vesper can. No, that it can die. But you don't want to kill Vesper, you just want to kill everything else. Okay, so that's a very dead golem.
I mean, this is like a pretty good turn. Like, if we take a quick look at the stats, unit count wise, kind of caught up a bit, but they're really far behind on income. Zero's gonna have 1500 this turn.
Yeah. He can go for a third golem, and then Mastro won't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Because the dragon is on the bottom.
I mean, you could even just buy a dragon, like another one on the top left, and use that to just like threaten to kill stuff. But yeah, golem is also a very safe choice. I guess the fear here is that like there's a lot of stuff barreling down on your strongholds.
Yeah. At this point, you should just obviously like hit the spear with Vesper from the road, then kill it with a sword, and in the bottom.
Well, the thing is, like, if you kill the golem, then nothing can clear spears in front of the HQ, so your HQ won't be in danger if you leave like 2 spears in front of it,
Yeah.
or like the wagon.
Yeah, like that big one hit unit is like that golem.
So if you kill the golem, this push becomes like very less scary.
Kind of awkward to kill it though, because like you.
I mean, you just trade the dragon for it. Like, you don't have to mind that much. Like, you witch hex, dragon, and then
Mage,
I don't know,
is the
mage,
strongest one can
sword,
hit.
something should kill.
I think you have to like do like one suicide at least though to kill, like maybe 95%.
Yeah, you probably have to either use the mage or use a suicide.
Yeah. I'm not sure
What's
if
this
the
mage
mage is gonna
do?
kill.
25.
90 into a dragon is gonna be 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Vesper,
no,
not
that
gonna
won't-
take a
that won't
risk.
kill.
Just farm the second groove.
I mean, yeah,
No,
if you can get it in time.
I mean
Then-
that's useful. They only have to like kill that corner village now, and it's yeah, it works I guess.
Yeah, so 30, and then they get 25. Yeah, they'll have it at the end of next turn.
Yeah. That's actually surprising. I would not have gone for Groove there. I would just like use Vesper for defense.
I mean, getting Groove is basically getting extra tools for defense.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, I guess that's the way to look at it too.
I could also see Zero, like, I think Zero should kill the Golem here.
Yeah, absolutely should.
It's it's like a better option than just moving back in front of your HQ, because if you go in here, you still have room to move back, and against Vesper Groove, that's really important.
Oh, and he's gonna threaten the barracks. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean that's what you use it for. Like,
Yeah, if you keep like moving back bit by bit against Vesper, then eventually she'll like groove your HQ.
Yeah.
Which is like why you kind of gotta engage before that happens. Although, I mean, right now, Zero kind of has way more than he needs to defend against the Vesper.
I guess he won't even kill the dragon now. I mean, the golem. So that survives, I guess.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He's like, I don't care. I have 3 golems.
Yeah, like you don't have to mess around. It's fine. Like you don't have to like do something super fancy. So the golems, a witch, and a dragon. That's the best units in the game. That's not gonna fall.
Yeah, Wagon is going to be pretty invincible here.
Yeah, yeah, that's super annoying to deal with. Although mages do a surprisingly huge amount to wagons.
Yep.
Yeah, it just clears that dog. Makes sense. It's really difficult to dislodge a mage in a forest.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is over, I think.
You can do a very mean positioning where you put the balloon top left of the mage, and then never mind. It's a bad idea. No, don't. Never mind.
Don't listen to Saikoya.
But yeah,
mean, I guess
this
we could
this
have-
is going about as expected. Like Zero spamming golems, and now Mastro's gonna probably not gonna be able to kill the HQ.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, if he has to go for it, and he's only got 13
Yeah.
minutes left, so
I mean, we're most likely gonna see groove here, because if you don't groove and you go in, like everything dies.
Well, you have to use groove now because next turn Zero has groove, so you just have to.
oh, actually, one thing to note here:
No, it's 2 turns. in 2
Why
turns.
is he decapping villages at this point?
that thief
Yeah.
position means the dragon has to choose between going on the offense on the stronghold and killing the thief.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you can just build a spear right of the barracks, right?
I guess
Yeah, it's true.
35% village. Oh,
I mean, I guess this is like the only play you can do, because attacking the HQ isn't really reasonable.
it's not, but
But
like
like,
it won't be.
it's a play that gets you a small like value, but it's not a play that makes you win the game, I guess.
And Zero's pulled ahead in army value to 3,000 ahead right now.
Yeah, that's how many golems he has.
I guess Mastro just doesn't want to like let Zero print golems for free, and this will do it. It will bring the income down to 1,200.
Yeah, but like he already has like 3 golems. I think it's too late. Like after even like 2 golems and like mages, just so hard to deal with. Like it's annoying.
Yeah, I mean this also threatens to take tower off of the top left, so
Oh yeah.
They're trading towers. Let's go.
Yeah. I love when
But
this
no,
stuff
I mean,
happens.
Zero could just move stuff to attack Master's HQ, and then yeah.
And then they can't attack whatsoever because like almost the whole of Mastro's army is in the top left side, and what's he gonna do there?
Oh, I guess this dragon is getting value because the mage is gonna die.
I guess.
yeah, because the mage will at least go down to very low health, and then all of a sudden that thief goes down to the dragon, and like the dragon threatens Vesper, And the tower.
Dragon won't reach the corner.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Goes for the mage
There we
instead.
go.
But like you don't really want like small victories now. You just want something huge. Because you have no time for small victories.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that mage is in a position where it can get hit by the dog.
Doesn't really matter though. don't think
It
they
does
really
because
make-
the dragon can go in on the bottom left if it wants to.
Oh, Barrett is right actually. Yeah, like that mage is a key unit. So now the dragon could just like kill.
Oh yeah, I
the
guess.
dog
And
is-
then you threaten the barracks pretty hard.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm surprised how Mastro managed to bring back the eco a little bit. Although unit count wise, it's not looking good.
Yeah, and like the purchases that turn was like a knight and a dog. Zero still has 1200 to play with.
I don't think Master is like very happy right now. I don't think this is what you want.
And Vesper has groove.
Yeah,
So-
and 10-minute leads too, so he can use the groove too.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. Getting lapped in groove is never fun.
And Mastro sacrificed the witch for free, I guess. I don't know why. Let's say
Why
dead
did he
witch.
cap from that side?
Oh wow, actually if the balloon moves above that tower, the tower can then build a witch.
I just
Knight
don't know
can.
why.
I mean, dragon and knight can decap the tower.
Can it though?
They both reached, I guess.
Oh, actually I love the... Ooh, wow, I didn't even notice that witch was out of
Yeah,
position.
exactly. Like I was like, why would you do that? Like, don't put it there. And that was your only witch. Now you can buy witches because you have no towers left.
Oh yeah, there's no tower. That's actually
so
so good.
That was the only witch. Over. So now balls are even more strong because you only have to calculate full health, not 90% health. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big. It means like golems can't kill spears onto
Yeah.
planes now.
Yeah, it's like huge. Like you just want witches at this point. I guess you can like use Zeronix's tower to get a bitch next turn, but like I'm not sure. It's a bit late.
Yeah, actually, well, I mean, yeah, the tower could get flipped fairly soon.
Yeah.
But I mean,
like,
that's not a great place to be relying on flipping your opponent's tower.
Yeah. Exactly. Like if you only win by taking the enemy's like production, how are you really winning?
Ooh, that spear lives, so Zero finally gets a low roll in this game.
Finally. This is extremely interesting. That's one word.
Probably
Yeah.
gonna see another golem next turn.
Yeah. Like you just like want to like brute force your victory after you have enough money. Honestly, want to be like fancy.
Yeah, like
what
the,
else can- Yeah.
I was gonna say the thing Zero just has to worry about is like he loses anti-air at like the wrong point, and then the dragon is able to do like a bunch of damage from Mastro's side, but no, he's being super safe with this position. He has like golems to wall for a witch, like that's never gonna die.
Something interesting. Mastro could like trap Zeronix in the corner because they have like a balloon, but like if they did some fancy stuff, maybe they could put everything there and like
No,
he has
Zero's
It's
not
got
very
their
viable.
bases covered there.
yeah, and they have
Yeah.
like a group of their own, so it's not very viable.
Runs
Yeah,
the
and,
thief
like,
back.
You
To,
can just escape through balloon. Like the witch could reach pretty fast, and like even just like Vesper could just capture a village and then heal on it every turn,
You could do that.
or
Yeah.
just spawn a witch or something.
This is kind of interesting.
yeah, this is a rough position to be in. The one good thing about going for Vesper in the corner though is that it forces her to use the balloon to get out. So that's like a turn she can't really groove unless she's like going for a lethal.
I mean, she can just tank a groove, so it's not really that forcing.
Okay, and Master's just going for free hits where they can. I mean, we take a quick look. I'm gonna bring up the in-game stats here.
That hit doesn't look that free if you
I mean,
ask
isn't free
me.
shit? That spearman isn't very happy.
No, but I mean, it's just like a I'm just gonna kill the things that I can kill kind of move.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
You're
I
gonna fight
mean,
into 3 golems.
yeah, this is looking like he's probably gonna have to groove.
If Vesper kills that swordsman, she's dead.
Yes.
Uh,
If Vesper goes anywhere near the army, she's dead.
yes, yeah, so this is not good. 3 golems, oh my god.
And a dragon and a witch.
Yes, it's that. Yeah, you can't use
Also,
Vesper.
the dragon is in range of the HQ for Zeronix.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we could also see the thief get set up to steal plus smoke.
Oh, that would be so funny.
I mean, you can afford to do that, right? Like, if you want to do that, you can do that. I think.
I think Zero does have the leeway to do stuff like that.
I thought you said that I think Zero does have the lead. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Oh, okay. So that loses the game, I think, because now you have no way to come back.
I mean, the game was already lost. To be fair.
Yeah. Now it's just like super guaranteed.
What's actually gonna go in here? Right,
44%
Golem goes in.
more.
But I mean, like Zero wasn't gonna put the commander near your army anyways. Like
Yeah.
looking how he's playing.
He's not going to allow you to come back. That's only something me and Saikoya do. Yeah, so that's. So now you just like kill the spearman, you kill the mage. 'Cause
You
there's
just
nothing
move
to
back,
control.
and then you're like, okay, you did 1,000 damage. I'm gonna heal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Now
walk
you
back,
don't have
heal,
to-
counter attack on the bottom with like the
actually,
dragon.
You just send the dragon and the sword onto the HQ and groove.
Yes, and then like put the golems there. Yeah, you can defend 2 golems. Well, now you have like a guaranteed 2-turn victory.
Like, there's a lot of options for Zero to win this.
Yes, so now he has to choose the best one. Doesn't
I
have to, but
mean,
like.
You could go for the best one. You could go for the most meme one as well.
Yes. I
But
would
you
go for
only
most
have
meme one.
7 minutes of Mastro's timer to do it, so...
Oh, actually, yeah, because you don't even need to necessarily. You don't throw the dragon and the sword first. You groove and then you throw them into the strongholds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because then they don't
Absolutely.
even take the counter attack damage.
Yeah, that's true.
And Mastro, yeah, they got 7.5 minutes left on the clock. They're still thinking about this. Alright, so they're gonna try and defend.
I mean, it stops the HQ thing.
Does, but I think some of this stuff just dies at this point.
Oh, he didn't
so-
decap the tower. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, Harpy? I guess you would build here? Especially with the double knight, like you just want to throw a Harpy out and just say,
Yeah, you could, but like. You don't. I don't think you have to. Do
Yeah, you
anything
don't
with this
have
game.
to.
Yeah. I think you just like play around at this point.
I think you keep making golems, maybe. Oh, well, maybe you just heal your
Although,
golem. Nah.
Zero isn't winning by that much. They have 5-unit lead and 1 village lead. So it looks worse than it is. But,
They
like,
have 10-minute lead.
Yeah, 10-minute lead too, and they can kill everything now.
okay, big hex comes in. Oh, I guess the play here is kill the mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that mage.
You can
Yeah,
use
'cause-
dragon sword to poke the mage on the bottom.
Yeah, and now, the golem can reach the stronghold too. It's one of them.
There's just a lot of options here.
And yeah, we see the line in front of the HQ return.
I mean, nothing can hit Zero's HQ. It just looks scary, but I guess it's still fine. Like, yeah, why not?
Oh, he heals the golem there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Alright, yeah, there's a spear in that wagon too, so
Oh, yeah.
there's like even more stuff here than you would expect.
Didn't even see that.
I guess we're gonna see like double spears come out this turn. Zero spent a lot of gold healing.
Well, he healed the golem, I guess. And the witch hex.
Yeah, I guess like he just hit the dog, and then the sword goes in and does a bunch. Oh, the dog goes in. That's even more damage. Oh, and gets a hit on the HQ. Nice. Oh, and the thief steal. He's gonna capture that village, I think, as well. Yep.
Now, where do you groove if you're 0? Because you don't actually need to.
In theory, I guess you could just. Well, you might just want to run Vesper away this turn.
Yeah. Balloon her away. Make sure to not put her on a road or something.
Yeah, because that defense in front of the stronghold is not gonna go down. There's like. All of the army can actually come back. Oh, no, she's gonna groove?
Yeah.
She's gonna groove the golems. Interesting.
Yeah, you groove the only part of the army that Mastro can like. That Mastro has units to actually reach, kind of.
Yeah, because none of these spears are gonna go down. Oh, in theory, you could actually kind of slowly work your way through them. Like the golem clears the sword. But
Oh, he
Or
used groove now.
Vesper, I guess, but like whatever goes in is gonna die. There's like 3 golems on the other side waiting for you to go in.
Waiting for you.
yeah, this balloon can just be positioned to keep Vesper alive.
I mean, if dragon hits from the top, Vesper can't reach the balloon.
Yeah, that's a small misplay, but I think Zero just wins this turn.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Mastro could like surrender here. He probably doesn't surrender, but
I think Zero might have. I think Zero might have this one in the bag, perhaps.
oh,
Yeah.
just maybe.
I think. Yeah, just maybe.
Yep, and there's the surrender. And
Yeah.
very, like, Mastro made Zero work for that one.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great game.
It
Yeah,
was.
but
GG
I
to
guess
everyone.
maybe there was a point before the spears like started taking villages on the right side where you could like see Mastro getting back into the lead and stuff, but
I think
That's
if I was to
unfortunate.
describe that game, it would be, this is an example of someone who gets a lead and doesn't blunder it.
Yeah. Perfect play.
no, imagine blundering a lead.
Imagine blundering a lead. Have I never seen that before?
But, alright, I'm gonna
Have I
bring up
never
the
done that before?
stats. Or hit refresh on these so they actually are
I think
correct.
the deciding turn here was like when Zero just like moved everything in and just grooved, like in the middle. After that,
Okay.
it was just like just over.
So you all aren't going to be able to see the stream, so you can't actually see these charts at the moment.
We can imagine it.
Oh, I could just link you the
yeah.
replay
Oh, there was
link. Let me put this in our streaming channel. So
The
you'll be able to see
secret
the charts there. I should have just posted that for you at the start of the game, actually thinking about it. But
It's fine.
yeah, if you look at the income chart, it's just a massive lead for Zero the whole time. The army value was close for like the first 8 turns, and then Zero just like rockets ahead. So let me.
Oh,
Army's
I love
part.
how these charts exist. That's awesome.
It is so good, and we can show them on the stream as well. Like you look at the combat unit count. Yeah, turn 8. What happened at turn 8?
That was the turn when like Zero moved in, I think. Yeah, that's the one I talked about. I think like just moved in everything inside, in the middle, and then just grooved. I think at least.
No,
No,
Zero didn't
no,
groove
no.
until.
Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, that was.
I think
something
it's
else.
the turn the dragon got a free hit on Vesper or something.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, that's the one. Turn 8.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was at that
Yeah,
point
yeah.
that Zero
And,
got like a
like-
little lead.
and like Mastro had a bad heal because he wanted the dragon, and then it snowballed into multiple like turns where he wasn't super active.
Yeah, so that one free hit just kind of blundered the whole thing.
Yeah, that was the turn where Vesper took a hit.
Yeah, so like if Vesper just moved like one tile on the left, just one time more on the left, they would have been fine.
I should really set up a scene for the replay, like the actual like visual replay, because I could play through it.
They're saying game
on
2 will
stream.
be in a 15-minute break.
Okay, that gives us time to like take a short ad break. I'm gonna go finish this banana that I shoved in my mouth earlier.
I love how you just said that in like such a normal tone, like, oh, just a banana. Just gonna finish this.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of need to. Like, I unfortunately woke up in time. I was up really, but I didn't get a great night's sleep. It wasn't like,
Ah.
and then so I woke up at like 10 in the morning here. Like my alarm woke me up. I was fine. I was like, all right, I'm feeling a little bit tired though, so I'm just gonna nap a little bit longer. And then I remembered to wake up, and I was like, oh, it's like 15 minutes until I need to turn the stream on. So
For me, it was something very similar. Like, I woke up way too late. Noon 50 minutes in my time, which is way too late. And then
Which is 10 minutes before the schedule.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, I might go back to bed. I'm still tired. Then I realized, oh wait, no, I can't do that. I need to be online because it's gonna happen soon. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna get out of bed and just join the commentary. 'Cause why not? Because I need to test my human vocal cords to see if they work. I need to work on my voice so it's much more believable. I'm a human.
Yeah,
work.
you're also like haven't heard too many like pronounced S's, so pretty good work, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. I try to like work on that, although it sometimes becomes very hard. But it's working. Slowly but sure, it's working. I'm
But
exploring the human world now.
anyway,
It's awesome.
we're gonna go to a short break. I'll run some ads so people don't get mid rolls during the stream for the next game, and I'll mute the audio, and then we'll be back in like 5 minutes, we'll say, for some chat about like the game and what we think is gonna come up next. But yeah, we'll be back in a few
Awesome.
minutes.
All right.
Amazing.